life is too short not to be happy. If
Mm.
it's gonna take, it's already affecting your physical, emotional, and mental health being. I think it's time to like step back or hit pause and evaluate your life, evaluate your goals.
Hey everyone, good morning, guys. This is Aina, a former international student and now a permanent resident in New Zealand. You're listening to the Secure Visa podcast, that show that talks about life being an international student, immigration policies from the team of experts and immigration lawyers, and how to immigrate to your ultimate destinations like Canada and New Zealand. So, thanks for being with us today, and let's start learning. Welcome to episode 15. Joining us on this episode is an empowered woman. This I say because she is not afraid to take risk. Kaya nga ang title ng episode natin is I Quit Being a Nurse and Decided to Study in Canada. You heard it right. And our guest was once a registered nurse in the Philippines. She arrived in Canada last August 2021 and is currently holding a student permit and taking early childhood education at Vancouver Community College. And today, we will learn more about her journey, the big decision that led to her career shift from being a nurse to an inspiring teacher. All the reasons behind this life changing moment. So, let me call our special guest for today's episode, a registered nurse sa Pilipinas, now an international student in Canada. Let's all welcome Fab. Hello, Fab. How are you?
Hi, Aina. Thank you for having me here.
Of course, Fab. Thank you for guesting on our podcast. Alam mo, alam mo, Fab, ikaw ay isang modern day heroes, no? You are a registered nurse in the Philippines, and yung up until the pandemic, right? You are a registered nurse, and yet Fab decided to study and migrate to Canada. Pero alam mo, Fab, ang gusto kong malaman bago lahat, no? How was your life as a nurse in the Philippines?
It's really great to be a nurse and to
Mhm.
be able to serve the country. And
Mhm.
but everyone knows how stressful it became when the pandemic hit. And
Mhm.
I think everyone would agree na it's not just the physical fear of like having coronavirus, but also
Mm.
with the emotional and mental challenges that comes with it. So,
Mhm.
in the latter parts of my nursing career in the Philippines, I really experienced a lot of stress and went through like a lot of anxiety,
Mhm.
depression because of all the isolation that happened. But yeah, so it
Yeah.
was it was really difficult
Alam mo,
to
naintindi
be.
right. I agree with you, Fab, no? Seeing from the news and from our friends and relatives, no? Hindi lang sa Pilipinas kahit sa ibang bansa, no? Nakakatakot talaga because, and well, especially in our country, no? Our numbers are rising again. Sobrang affected, lalo na mga healthcare workers, right? So, being a nurse, how are you able to cope up with that? No, I understand that it can be stressful, pero paano mo nalagpasan yun?
Siguro number one is yung faith
Mm.
kay Lord or whatever deity
Mm.
na you follow with, that to give you strength through whatever
Mm.
challenges you face. And
Mm.
I'm really lucky to have like family and friends who are really really
Mm.
supportive during that time. I'm also lucky because not unlike before when we there's no technology like to talk to people. Um,
Mm.
with just a click of a button in your phone, nakakausap
Right.
mo na yung
Mm.
mga friends, especially during
Mm.
quarantine. The quarantine
Mm.
and the isolation is really the thing really difficult for me. and
Mm-mm.
having those like support system to back you up,
Yeah.
just to be there with you, to
Mm-mm.
make it seem like it's not as bad as it is. And I think, yeah, I'm not here just because of me. I'm here because of all the people, all the friends that I have and family that was there from the day one until now.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, yun naman talaga importante ano that you have hope and faith, 'di ba? And saludo ko sa lahat ng mga frontliners natin, no. You are all risking your lives for others. And so Fab, balik tayo dun sa yung mga na-experience mong stressful and yung mental, emotional experience mo, no? But what was your breaking point? When did you say, enough is enough? Ano ba yun? Automatic ba yun nung sinang napagod ka na, naramdaman mo na this is not for me? Yun ba yung naramdaman mo? At nung naisip mo ba yun, sinabi mo na agad na, okay, sige, aalis na lang ako ng bansa. Ganun ba kadali yung shifting?
Of course not, because
Mm-mm.
I'm really passionate about my career as a nurse too. Like,
Mm-mm.
I really wanted to serve.
Mm.
But actually, I'm the last person who decided, who wanted me to quit, because like my
Hmm,
friend said to the quit right away because it's not going well. Even my
mm,
family, like they were the ones who like, oh no, you can quit your job. We're here to support you. But
mm,
that's, I think, again, I was the last person to say enough is enough.
mm,
Maybe because when I realized that um, I had more dreams,
mhm,
it was really, the fear would like eat you alive, and
mm,
uh, you go into like depression or anxiety. But yung the moment I realized that this is not the end for me. I mean, there's a lot
yeah,
of options to just research onto. There are a lot of options available for me,
right,
and I think that having enough courage to like look on the other side of things, thinking that this isn't the end, it's
mhm,
really empowering. And I think that's made this the decision to switch from
mm,
my nursing career to another very another job or career that I'm very passionate about.
mhm. Yeah, and that is teaching, right? Have you
Yes.
always wanted to be a teacher?
I did.
No, okay.
I initially I wanted to be like a nursing professor. I like sharing the
Ah,
knowledge. I like
yeah.
helping people to learn about nursing and
Mm-mm.
all. But I think it's really in me. I think it's really a passion for me to
Mm-mm.
teach. Like what I'm doing in my YouTube channel, it's more of
Mm.
informational videos that to help other people. And yeah, I think it's like a calling maybe, of teaching other people, because that's what I'm really good at, I think.
Yeah.
So now, I also have this burning passion to work with kids, taking care of
Mm.
kids
Mm-mm.
before, but I really do like to work with kids. And so,
Mm-mm.
like, why not explore a new passion or a new pathway to do two
Mm-mm.
things at the same time, two passions that I really love the
Right.
most.
Kaya early education ang ginawa mo, right? Yeah,
Yeah,
because yan ka talaga interesado eh. Right? Pero alam mo, tama yon. It's not the end. Like, you can of course shift to another career. Hindi ibig sabihin pagka tinapos mo tong career na to, ibig sabihin wala na, no?
yeah,
But of course, shifting to a totally different career, hindi madali, right? Pero hindi rin imposible. Na I just want to share with our audience that, and to you also, Fab, no, we have clients in the healthcare field, but now they want to, shift to a different career, or gusto nilang like you, no? Fab, ikaw maging teacher, yung iba to own a business, and this happens very often, no? And this is the reason kung bakit we have the secure student solution para mabigay linaw, to give clarity sa lahat ng nakatanungan, na to address concerns that only experts like us can give. And because migration is not like walk in the park, right? Our team will guide you throughout the journey, from the preparation and planning, and to the processing, the permits, visas, up until providing strong support for everyone, which is our extended settlement support. So we want to get the most out of your Canadian education and succeed in your study, because your success is our success, and we will never leave your side. We are here to over deliver. And to my understanding, Fab, just going back, when you travel to Canada, you were with your dad, no?
Yes. Yes, I
So
was
eto
with my
maganda
dad.
to eh. Magandang kwento to. You were with your dad, and so may support in place ka na sa Canada. Tama? How
Yes,
did it mm. Sorry, I
yeah,
just want
I
to
will
ask,
be
how did it
staying
help
with.
you?
It really helped a lot because
Mm.
you're not that homesick to start with,
Mm.
because you have
Mm.
someone from the Philippines accompany you here, and
Mm.
the transition would be like smooth because you're not alone. You're
Yes.
not figuring things out on your own, and yeah, not just my dad, but I have like relatives here too, and really kind enough to accommodate us in my international student journey. They've
Mm.
been very helpful to me, um, and I'm really grateful to them.
Mm.
Mm.
So, kasi yung iba talaga yan ang ideal eh, no? Na meron kang support in place. Kasi kasi alam mo, aminin na natin, mahirap talagang mamuhay ng mag-isa, especially out of your
Yeah,
comfort zone, 'di ba? Ako kasi
yeah,
when I moved to New Zealand, dito sa New Zealand, as in wala kaming kakilala, kaya alam mo, napakahirap talaga. Alam kong pinagdadaanan ng mga starting from scratch, right,
yeah.
Fab? So for you, you have your dad with you, so mas madali, no?
It
Mas
was an
madali
easier
yung,
decision, yeah.
yeah. So,
But I don't
mm,
discourage then people that are not,
mm,
because I've watched and heard a lot of successful stories,
yeah.
that starting from scratch, and it was just an easier decision, but it's not an impossible decision. Yeah.
Mhm. Ang daddy mo rin ba ang nagsabi na pumunta ka na dito sa Canada?
Yeah, because they're really concerned about health and safety, and
Mhm.
it's like I'm most worried about them,
Mm.
worried about me, so than myself. So let's
Mhm.
not be the martyrs if
Right.
at the end of the day it's not gonna be
Yeah.
worth it.
Mhm. So, because you have mentioned, no, that you were, balik lang tayo, no, that you were emotionally and mentally drained, no, during pandemic. Now that you're now with your dad and nasa Canada ka na with your new life, kamusta ka na ngayon?
It's great because balik estudyante,
Mhm.
not but not purely a student because you're allowed to work at the same time, right? So
Mm.
um, like before, I'm used to like having my own income, I having my own money to spend. It's not like really back to a student life where you have to like depend on your parents or
Mm.
your relatives that are here. You can also be like independent since you have this means or you're allowed to work at the same time while you're studying. And it was easier because you don't need to like work in a very stressful environment.
Mm.
um, the less stress workload because you're just going to like submit paperwork
Mm.
and go to class and meet other interesting people.
Mm.
And yeah, I think it's of course it's really easier because you're not in a very stressful environment now.
Mm. So, discuss about your school days. Every when ang school days mo? So tuwing,
It's Monday
kasi
to
ngayong
Friday.
pandemic, no? Okay, Monday to Friday.
It's
Online
like
ba ito, Fab?
No, I'm starting. I started last September. It's the face-to-face class.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, mahirap we tried online like for a week, but it's
Oo.
really draining. Parang mas draining and
Oo.
hindi masyadong nare-retain yung information. But yun, from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 2 yung schedule ko.
Okay. Mm.
So it's nice na hindi niya kinakain yung buong oras ko sa
Araw, oo.
yeah, 'cause then I was able to work after school. So yun naman ang nagustuhan ko sa schedule ko.
Mm.
Um, yeah.
Okay, so 5 days in a week ka pumapasok, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., right?
Yes.
Which is a good schedule kasi
Yeah.
sabi mo na pwede ka pang trabaho pagdating ng
Yes.
hapon. I assume,
Yeah.
no? Hapon ang iyong, anong, tuwing
After
kailan ka
school.
nagtatrabaho? Yeah, after school. Tuwing kailan? Kung Monday to Friday, ilang beses sa isang week ka nagtatrabaho?
It depends actually because you're allowed 20 hours a week and my
Right?
employer
Mm-mm.
like knows that.
Mm-mm.
Usually if you're 4 to 8 or 4 to 9, so if you're 4 to 9, you have a day off within that
Mm-mm.
Monday to Friday. But
Mm-mm.
it's not, yeah, it's 4 hours per day of work
Mm-mm.
for 5 days a week. And I think it's really good. It's a good schedule so that like my Saturday and Sundays, I can do a lot of other schoolworks or like time for my friends and family
Mm-mm.
during
Mm-mm.
weekends and
So, hindi ka kumukuha ng work schedule pag weekend so that you can have like a work-life
yeah,
balance, no? Kasi,
yeah.
mm, was it hard, Fab, na humanap ng trabaho habang nag-aaral? Nakuha mo ba tong trabaho mo ngayon habang nag-aaral ka or bago ka pa makapasok ng school?
Kailangan the school started bago ka makapag-start mag-work din. So,
Mm,
hindi ko pwedeng mag-apply ng work muna, then
mm,
tsaka pa lang magsa-start yung school. So, what I did is like I measured or like I see to it na kaya ko muna yung workload sa school before
okay.
wanting to work kasi baka
Alright.
naman mag-suffer yung studies ko.
Mm, mm.
Nakakapag-work ka nga pero yung bumabagsak naman yung grades mo or di ka
Tama,
nakakapagpasa ng
oo. Mm,
requirements on time. So like for the first 2 weeks, parang I
mm.
was just thinking kung kaya ko ba yung workload na
Pagsabayin. Mm,
pagsabayan. And then when I realized na kaya naman, nag-start siya. Actually, may apps online and
mm.
so on the phone. I use like the Indeed if you're familiar with it. So,
Yes, may indeed
i-upload
din
mo
dito.
siya dun
Mm.
sa yung resume mo, i-upload mo dun sa app or dun sa desktop version and then makikita mo na yung mga available jobs. And I think it's really nice kasi the employers usually use those sites talaga as in
Mm.
um, dun ko lang nakita yung work ko today. And after nun nung natanggap ako ng um, yung sa resume ko, nagpa-interview sila and then I got the job.
Okay. So, ang tanong diyan is ilang beses ka nag-send ng application? Mahirap ba? Hundreds ba? Kasi yung iba, inabot ng hundreds of application, no? Nagse-send out sila. Madami ba?
Yeah, kasi you don't want to be, parang part-time din yung hinahanap mo eh. So,
Oo.
pero madami talaga ding opportunities. Kaya marami din akong nasisendan ng mga resume or na-applyan
Mm.
online.
Mm.
But, um, marami din na, siguro mga, let's say, 50 or bago ko
Mm.
na-encounter itong job ko ngayon.
Mm.
So, but it's again, it's easier kasi you're not going out like to the company or to
Mm.
the store. It's just gonna be
Mm.
online. So,
Mm.
the more chances of winning. Yeah.
Totoo, oo. So ibig sabihin, 'pag mas marami kang siyempre 'no, 'pag mas marami kang sine-send out na application, tama 'yun eh 'no, numbers game din
Mm.
kasi 'no. So Fab, saan ka ngayon nagtatrabaho?
I work it at Urban Fare. It's like a grocery slash restaurant, and
Mm.
din ako sa restaurant part naka-assign.
Okay.
And yeah, it's a nice workplace. The working
Mm-hmm.
environment, we treat each other like family. That's why
Yeah.
I'm almost like I'm more than 3 months into
Okay.
that job since I got here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's entertaining because like before, I also wanted to like hone the skills because
Mm.
I'm interested like with coffee and art, like
Mm.
cafe
Mm-mm.
art. So like, oh, why
Mm-mm.
not accept a job that I would learn a lot and I would enjoy. And
Yeah.
I work alongside the restaurant, so um, if I wasn't a nurse, I might be like entering culinary school then. So
Oh.
it's a nice experience for me. I'm enjoying my job
Uh-uh.
right now, and yeah, because you learn skills that I didn't learn because of my
Oo.
previous career. Yeah.
Oo.
So yeah, I am enjoying it, and shout out to the people from work who is watching me right now. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So, yeah, that's pretty interesting. So, how's the work environment? Well, listening to you, no, talagang nag enjoy ka. Pero sa mga viewers natin, normally tinatanong yan eh, meron ba talagang work-life balance sa trabaho? Paano yung loob? No? Paano yung culture ng Canada when it comes to work? Paano ba sila magtrabaho? Paano ka ba nila tinatrato? As a Filipino, meron ka rin bang katrabahong Pilipino?
Yan naman ang kinagandahan din na parang there's a lot of immigrants here in Vancouver. So, like
Mm.
binilang ko yesterday, mga 8 to 10 people living Filipino dun sa work. So, it really felt like home because they're also your support system.
Mm-mm.
And with the work environment, they're all really friendly. Of course,
Mm-mm.
may mga conflict, parang may mga issues sa work, but in general, they're really friendly. They are accommodating, and also, um, kaya din ako nagtagal dun sa work. I think because we are unionized,
Mm.
so there's a voice of like people or the clerks or the store clerks have their voice with regards to admin because we have like
Oh.
a union. So
Oo.
like people treat you nicely, not necessarily because of that, but it's good to know that you're
You
not
have a
gonna be
backup eh.
mistreated. Yeah,
Yeah, backup support. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna be mistreated anytime.
And this union na sinasabi mo, ito yung part ng government? Ano ba to? Standard ba to sa Canada na may union talaga for the workers?
It's not. I don't think it's a standard, but there's a certain like organization talaga
Mm.
like
Mm-mm.
that parang union for the people from the like the employees.
Yes.
And
Mm-mm.
it's a really nice thing to have, like
Yeah.
I'm also so lucky to be in a to be directed into a job na may union pala. Kasi I think apparently it's a big thing here in
Oo.
Canada to have a union. Not all
Yeah.
have unions, so
Oh, okay. So that can also be considered, no?
yeah.
Pag naghahanap ng trabaho, maganda din siguro na may ganon. Right? Kasi
Yes.
parang you feel protected. 'Di ba?
Yes.
Alright. So, Fab, nandyan ka na sa Canada. Do you ever think of going back to being a nurse? Ang dami mo na experience eh. Nag-aaral ka ngayon as a teacher. You have a wonderful job. Very different sa nursing career mo sa Philippines, pero you are enjoying now. I mean, meron tayong mga kakilala eh, na nurses in Canada and in New Zealand na they shared with us na kahit papano yung stress is not as stressful, back home. So if that's the case, do you think you will ever go back to being a nurse in Canada? Meron ka bang plano?
Given the chance, of course,
Mm.
I'm not closing my doors
Mm.
into my nursing career because that's my first love. I really love my profession as a nurse, and I know that there are more. compensated. I mean, like with the benefits and the
Mm.
working hours, and the rate, of course. Um,
Mm.
yeah, for me, it's not a no, but
Mm.
given the chance, I would explore into nursing again. And but for now, I think I'm gonna put this early child education career a chance. Yeah, to for me
Mm.
to know if uh, I think I would really enjoy that job as well. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like for if the environment or like after the pandemic,
Why not,
it's
'di
gonna
ba?
be better.
Oo.
So yeah, why not go back to nursing?
Yeah. And I think ang kagandahan nitong podcast natin, Fab, is that we are educating our viewers na posibleng mangyari na mag-shift ng isang career. Kasi yan ang mga isang mga kinakatakutan ng mga gustong mag-aral, no? Na, naku, gusto kong ito naman yung career ko, pero paano yan? Naumpisahan ko ng ito yung trabaho ko sa Pilipinas, no? Baka ma-decline lang ako, but this is the proof na ikaw, nandyan ka na sa Canada at posible. 'Di ba? So, it's not only that that we're giving, viewers a pic of your daily life, but this is a proof na nangyayari talaga na pwedeng mag-shift ng career. At yun din ang sinasabi namin sa mga clients namin na posible. But of course, depende yan, Fab, right? So how you
Yes.
present your statement of purpose and, how you present your requirements, no? Depende yan. It's a case to case. And your story is very helpful and inspiring. So, pero ito naman yung next question ko, Fab. Since meron ka ng ngayong trabaho, how's your household expenses versus your work income? I know that you're living with your dad, which is a great, parang a bonus yan, no? That's a plus for you, no? Pero I know that you also have, syempre, may have personal expense. 'Di ba? So, yung income mo ba nakukuha mo, compensated well ka ba sa trabaho mo? At were you able to, let's say, save or break even ba?
Like analyzing my weekly expenses, I think it's really
Oo.
good na and at my job, weekly din akong sumisweldo. So,
Oh.
na-adjust ko yung mga needs. Nakakapagbili naman ako ng mga needs and wants. And I
Mm.
was beginning to be able to like go out with friends too. But
Mm.
at the same time, syempre, priority din yung savings. And
Mm.
yeah, to answer the question, I'm being able to save with the money that I'm getting from my part-time job.
Mm.
And yun, depende rin naman sa inyo kung makakapag-save kayo. Discipline lang din sa money and
Mm.
like knowing what are the needs and the wants.
Mm. Mm.
And um, yun, yung part-time, it's really helpful with the living expenses too.
Mm.
Kaya I really enjoyed like working kasi you're earning money at the same time.
Yeah, and that's one of the benefits of studying, of being an international student, kasi you are allowed to work, right, while studying, which is ang galing na experience na yun eh, no? Ang dami mong matututunan na yun. Nag-aaral ka na at the same time, you get to have a chance to earn a Canadian work experience. Diba? And that's good, Fab, that you were able to make ends meet, no? And I understand that, and I believe that we have to be smart with our money, lalo na malaki ang dollars compare sa peso, 'di ba? Madali maubos kasi, no? Kung magko-compare ka, magko-compute ka sa utak mo, talagang parang wow, ang laki nito, no? Meron ka bang mga tipid tips para sa mga audience natin? Meron ka bang mga ganon na, ay, ito kailangan yung gawin mo para mas matipid ka at least makasave ka? Kasi you're working less than 40 hours per week, right? Hindi ka full-time employee, no? So, syempre, comparing with the full-time workers versus the part-time, kalahati lang din yung pwede mong mabuo, no? But you said nga that na nakakapag-save ka, which is good. Pero meron ka ba mga tipid tips para sa mga audience natin?
Siguro ano, ang pinakamalaking expenses kasi is food And
Mm.
very like parents then and grandparents always remind me na it's better to like bring food when you're at school. Malaki talaga yung
Mm.
matitipid mo compared na sa labas ka bumibili. And I
Oo.
think it's also in the culture of sa Philippines na nagdadala talaga ng baon sa school. And
Oo.
yun, nasa sa'yo how you would budget your needs and your wants nga. Another tip is for me kasi when you have on certain like institutions, yung transportation is part
Oh.
na ng
Mm.
tuition fee. So, kung transpo din, syempre hindi naman mahahatid araw-araw and
Mm.
masusundo. So,
Mm.
it's a great plus na yung monthly mo na um, parang travel or yung card mo for trains or buses is kasama na dun sa tuition fee, which is a great help for all international students. So
Wait,
malaking
Fab,
tipid, yeah.
paano 'yun? Anong ibig sabihin mo ng kasama sa tuition fee ang transportation? Libre ang transportation mo
Yung public
going to school?
transportation, yeah, 'cause, dito kasi parang may beep card, which is,
Yes,
we call as
oo.
a compass card. And,
Okay.
what you're gonna do is, you're gonna sign up online and just for them to check yung mga credentials mo with the schools. So,
Mm.
with that, it's gonna be monthly, you're gonna have like a monthly pass. Kasi dito you can, prepaid na parang lo-loadan mo. But they
Mm.
also have like a daily pass and a monthly pass. So, na-update mo lang yun monthly for them to check kung parang you're still a student or you're still with this institution. But malaking bagay na hindi mo na poproblemahin yung everyday na payment mo for
Oo,
that
malaki
beep
'yun.
card or compass
Mm.
card.
Okay, so ibig sabihin ba na lahat ng international student or diyan lang sa specific school mo na libre yung transportation? Or train lang ba or any kind of transportation? Pwede bang bus or train lang?
May bus, may
Mm.
sea bus, and may
Oh,
may train. So yan, depende rin sa
ayan. Sea-bus yan 'no, right? Yung pinakita
yeah,
kanina sa photo. Yan, that's
nag-explore lang ako.
train.
Pero hindi ko kailangan mag-sea
Okay,
bus to go to school. But
okay.
um, yeah, I think there's certain colleges or universities that like have this agreement with the government run kasi yung
Oo.
train system dito, yung public transportation system. So, there's certain it's called U-Pass, parang university pass.
University pass.
Um,
Mhm.
so,
So as in free, as in wala talagang
yeah,
50%
kasi
off?
it's wala,
Wow,
wala,
oo.
wala. 'Pag may monthly pass ka, unlimited din yung transportation mo. So, it's really a great help na hindi ko na iniisip na paano ako pupunta sa
Oo,
school or
oo.
paano yung yeah, I can take the train or the bus anytime.
Ang ganda nito. Malaking tipid 'yun. Tipid
Yes.
nga, tipid talaga 'yun 'no, kasi
Yeah.
everyday papasok ko ng school,
Yes.
magtatrabaho ka din. You can also use that, right? You can use that
Yes.
pass kahit pupunta ka
Yeah.
sa work mo, right? Ang galing,
Yeah.
na-appreciate ko 'yan 'no, kasi nung nag-aaral ako dito sa New Zealand, meron din kaming university pass, pero hindi 100% free. Um, I think mga 50% off or
Mm.
40% ang discount. Pero malaking tulong na rin yon. Like for example,
Mm.
$16 papunta one way or two way na yon. So 'di ba malaking tipid ang nababawas nun sa'yo. So, ganun din ka rin ba? Nagka-calculate ka ng mga everyday na anong gagastusin mo for
Of course,
today?
kailangan. Kailangan,
Oo,
eh.
no? Tsaka mahirap magmamili, 'di ba? Kasi nagko-compute ka eh, sa utak mo eh.
Hindi mo maiwasan na
Oo.
i-convert, 'di ba? Parang bibili ba ako nito na parang sa Pilipinas ganito yung price, pero parang nakaka-guilty na ano
Yeah.
mag-splurge. Pero kung kailangan naman, why not? And iba
Oo.
rin naman kasi yung rate mo as an employee here. So,
Yeah, of
parang
course.
wala ka
Yeah.
din hindi mo rin kailangan dapat i-convert. So,
Oo,
yun.
tama, 'no. Okay, so, nare-receive mo 'yan, yung university pass, 100% 'no, libre. Libre lang yung transportation mo going to school or going to anywhere. Ano pa yung mga na-experience mo na nasabi mo na, "Ay naku, worth it 'tong pagpunta ko talaga sa Canada."
Siyempre yung ano, opportunity nga to work, sobrang
Mm,
laki nun, for me kasi, nasanay na ako na I'm earning as a nurse back home and,
mm,
not only earning for myself, but, I will be able to also help with, my family back home and the
hmm,
expenses here in the house. And, another thing is, yun nga, more, caring yung like the government in general and also yung tao dito na very masu-surprise ka sobrang bait nila, polite,
friendly,
and sobrang friendly. Parang wala kang masabi din and yung
mm,
coworkers, okay, and yeah, and also I'm able to spend more time with the other half of my family that's here in Canada. So, yeah, I really think na it's worth it because my grandma who like raised me is
hmm.
here. Like, so,
Oh,
you don't, time is the most important resource of
yeah,
all. So,
precious.
kasi hindi mo
Yes,
na
oo.
mababalik and I'm really happy that I'm able to spend time with them
Mm,
now.
wow, wait lang. Sinabi mo kanina na, um, nagtatrabaho ka, kumikita ka ngayon, and kahit na part-time, nakakapagpadala ka pa ng pera. Sinabi mo kanina yun, no? I don't know if I heard that correctly. Nakakapagdala ka ng, so nakakapag-support
Yeah,
ka pa ng family mo sa, wow, okay, that's good. Hindi lang that you were able to make ends meet. At the same time, yung saving, nakakapag-save ka pa, and nasusuportahan mo pa yung mga kamag-anak mo or yung family mo sa Philippines, no? That's something,
yes,
wow. Okay, that's good. That's really good, no? And I think it's not only, hindi lang ikaw nakakagawa niyan, no? A lot of international student din. And let's face it, it's part of our culture then to help out, 'di ba? Yung mga family natin back home, no? Nakaka-relate din ako dyan. So, at least, kahit na 20 hours per week ka lang nagtatrabaho, no, malaki din pala ang nabibigay nun. What more, Fab, kung 40 hours per week ka na nagtatrabaho, 'di ba? Full-time worker ka na, no?
and one great thing
Yeah.
about it is I was able to work 40 hours nung break ko from school.
Oh,
Kasi
yes. Mm-mm.
after my last day of school for that term, I informed my like head chef or the admin from my work na I can be able to work for 40 hours a week, like two to 3 or 4 months, 2 to 4 weeks
Okay.
during that
Kasi,
break.
school break.
Yes.
Yes,
So, wala kang
right.
pahinga pero I mean ka naman, nakakapag-work ka naman,
Oo.
oo.
Oo. You're using your time wisely, no? Kasi, although it's school break, ang kapalit naman nun, you will have a chance to work full time, 40 hours per week. Kasi as a
Yeah,
student, no, 20 hours per week ka pwedeng magtrabaho during the normal days, school days. Pero pag school break mo and holidays, no, tama ba? Pwede kang mag full time. So that's
yeah.
good. Yeah, ang ganda noon, no? You have a freedom to parang flexible ang schedule mo no?
Yeah,
Or
kasi
mabait
kapag
lang talaga yung
part-time,
employer mo?
one part pero, I think 'pag part-time ka kasi or casual, you have, like a hold of your time kasi hindi ka
Mm,
naman full-time sa kanila talaga. But, good thing na rin they're very understanding, they give the
mm,
hours and, again siguro it really helps na may union ka with them.
hmm.
So, nabibigay talaga yung para
May
sa'yo.
policy kasi. Okay. Alright, well, here's my last question, Fab. Was it worth it to quit your job, umalis ka sa Pilipinas, nandyan ka ngayon sa Canada, quitting your career as a nurse, was it all worth it? At ngayon nandyan ka na sa Canada.
Of course, malaki yung
Mm,
difference ng stress level from the Philippines coming
mm,
here. Um, I'm able to manage my time more wisely, not
mm,
just sa work. Kasi nasa Pilipinas ako, work, work, work. Wala nang family time or friends
Mm.
time. But now can have, I'm learning as I go to school, and then I'm
Mm.
earning then, and on the weekends I have time for my family, which is very, very valuable time. And
Mm.
yung dito at when I came here nakakalabas, sobrang malaking factor
You have a
din na
freedom.
nakalabas ka ng
Mm.
medyo strict yung restrictions nila, but nakakalabas dito, sa
Mm.
outdoors, and
Mm.
na malaking factor yung nagse-stay ka lang sa bahay during that time, or in isolation when I was working as a nurse. So dito na you have the freedom to go outside, go to the restaurants, and medyo hindi pa pag ganun-ganun yung mga restrictions, like one time you can go outside, but and the next day hindi mo alam kung makakalabas ka pa
Mm.
ulit because of the rising of the cases. So malaking bagay din talaga na uh, comparing sa pandemic um time or period back in the Philippines. It's well managed here, kaya mas nakakatulong sa overall health ng mga tao na living here. So I think it's the right decision to move, or to study here in Canada. And yeah, I think it's one of the best decisions that I made in the last five
Wow.
years.
Oh, nice. That's nice. Thank you, Fab. No, I had a great time, getting to know you. You're young, and yet you're a risk taker. 'Di ba? It's not easy yung ginawa mo na shifting, and yet nagawa mo, posible pala, no? And ano yung message mo, Fab, sa mga gusto rin mag-shift ng career? Not, hindi naman specific na maging teacher, pero yung mga gustong itry yung mga ibang industry, no? Pero natatakot pa rin sila, and especially sa mga gustong mag-aral, pero they have doubts. What's your message?
Siguro sa mga nag-iisip or interested to go here
Mm.
and study, um, lagi niyong iisipin na life is too short not to be happy. If
Mm.
it's gonna take, it's already affecting your physical, emotional, and mental health being. I think it's time to like step back or hit pause and evaluate your life, evaluate your
Mm.
goals. It's not worth it to keep on working if you're not happy anyway. And like during that time, you will really feel na it's all darkness, it's all fear. It's like the end of the world. But if you have the courage to look into the other side of things, the brighter side of things, you will see that there's a lot of opportunity. And I don't think it matters, especially here in Canada. I don't think it matters with the age. Like I
Oh,
know a lot of people who are, yeah, I'm young, but I know a lot of people who are already have families, who are already in the
yeah.
business for um like 10, 20 years, and then they decided to come here. So I think the one thing that I want you to take away from this is like it's never too late, and
Yes.
it's time for you to start prioritizing yourself also. Yeah, self care, self
Oh.
love.
That's nice. Thank you, Fab. Ang ganda nung sinabi ni Fab, no? Thank you. Again, I had a great time getting to know you more, Fab. And for sure, yung mga viewers din natin, maraming natutunan sa kwento mo at sa
Hopefully,
experience mo.
yeah.
Yes, of course. So, guys, si Fab ay may YouTube channel. Ang pangalan ay Fab Lagas. Tama ba, Fab? That's your YouTube channel?
Yes,
Yeah.
FABBLAGAS.
Yup, you can follow Fab sa kanyang YouTube channel para mas masundan nyo yung success story ni Fab. So, thanks Fab for joining me today, and thank you to our viewers. Maraming maraming salamat sa iyo, Fab. And I think I want to remind everyone for today's key takeaway. Tama yung sinabi ni Fab, no? Ang ganda ng sinabi niya, it's never too late to pursue your dream. and your goals, no? Kahit nga bata, matanda na, may family na, may business pa sa Pilipinas, and yet nag-move, no? Nag-risk sila. It's never too late. And just like Fab, yun ang ginawa niya, no? The only person that's stopping you is you. Diba? So again, thanks Fab for joining me today. And to everyone, if you liked and learned something from this episode, give us a shout out and share this with others. We want to help you guys get all the information you need here at Secure Visa. We understand that it can be complicated, stressful, and confusing when it comes to study permit application and other concerning issues. That's why we are here. We have a professional support team and experienced immigration lawyers here who are ready to help you whenever you need them. And we have designed our services to end the challenges that a student might encounter, like you. Naging estudyante din kami. We're also immigrants who took the study pathway, so we understand and we experience the challenges that come along with living in a new environment. Working with us will ensure not only that you make it, but you don't get frustrated. We want you to be successful because your success is our success. So, if you are interested to hire our Secure Visa experts, please email us at info@securevisa.com, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Secure Visa. For our podcast listener, please follow the Secure Visa podcast, and for our Facebook viewers, please like and share our page, Secure Visa Consultancy. All right, so see you sa next episode natin, and don't forget to safeguard your future with Secure Visa. Bye!